RetroUnlim says, Shaq Fu is the worst game ever. Thank God Stuart has them all. He's collecting them all in his basement.
Probably make a coffee table out of them.
Yes, I know that. I would pay to see. Sorry, that's becoming like a catchphrase. I won't say
Well,
it.
on another tangent, Shaq Fu, even though it's very pivotal in my gaming life, if you will, I bought that game because it looked cool in the magazines. I saved up like a good 2 months worth of pocket money to buy that game on a Mega Drive, and it brutally disappointed me. That's where my suspension of disbelief comes from. Ultimately, it's a game that's lost to the annals of time. Who gives a shit, basically?
Well, Shaq Stu does, obviously. He's got them all.
Yeah, but he just does it to troll people. He knows it winds people up, so that's why he plays up to it.
I actually have one copy that was destined for Shaq Stu. I intercepted it at Play Expo a couple of years ago. In fact, no, it was earlier this year.
Yeah, I gave you my copy.
Oh, is that actually the same copy that you reviewed in your
Yeah,
video?
the Super Nintendo one.
Is that the one that you had as a kid as well?
No, I had it on Mega Drive, yeah. When I bought that Super Nintendo, I bought it about a year or two ago. It come with the fucking console.
What sort of prices can you get on Shaq Fu these days, considering everybody's burning them?
Pennies, basically.
Oh.
Pennies on the pound.
Now, they're more common than E.T. In fact, if you dig up Stu's back garden, you find 1 million of them.
Yeah, but the thing is, say with like E.T. had history behind it, Shaq Fu has no history. It was the combination of 90s obsession with basketball players and really stupid tie-ins. After Michael Jordan hit big with Space Jam and various other media, they thought, oh, we'll put basketball players in games, and also probably one of the worst superhero movies of all time, Steel. So yeah, fuck him, basically.
Well, you say that Shaq Fu doesn't have a history, but it certainly has a future, because it's going to have a sequel coming out very, very soon, ladies and gentlemen. Right.
Whoa, hold the brakes there.
Oh, you want to jump in on this, Scott?
One question, and it's a rhetorical one. Kickstarter, so they make a pitch on Kickstarter to make a sequel to Shaq Fu, which is going to be more like a Streets of Rage style beat 'em up, other than a one-on-one fighting game. Who the fuck funded that, basically? Who thinks that it's going to be any good? I really don't think there's going to be anything good coming out of it. And also, when I was checking the pictures of the game, there was blatant assets ripped off from Street Fighter 4. But that's all I'm going to say. If you funded that game, you're part of the problem.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you've backed that game, screw you! We hate you on the Retro-Unlim podcast. You're banned from downloading it forever. Go away.
You're part of that fucking problem.
Go and bury yourself in Shaq Stu's back garden. Well, on that subject, I do suspect some of those backers were fans of the legend, and others were fans of Shaq. Maybe they saw it on the Angry Video Game Nerd and thought, I'm having a piece of that.
Yeah, but the thing is with Shaquille O'Neal, he has no redeeming features. Basically, he was a massive basketball player, and I mean massive as in big brick shithouse bastard of a fucking massive. He wasn't exactly a great basketball player at all. He just made a name for himself because he's a fucking Sasquatch that's been strategically shaved. That's all he is.
Brilliant analogy. I love it.
So, and then he thinks he's a fucking rapper, and he brings out probably some of the worst hip-hop albums I've ever heard in my life, and quite a lot of people would will testify to that. So, I don't know. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Anyway, moving on.